Hi, everybody. This is Kathy L. Murphy, the Pulpit Queen, and I'm recording live from my little cabin in the woods. But this was the time of year that I used to love to go snow skiing in Colorado. I was trying to find my original ski glasses and couldn't find them, so I pulled out these aviators. But I used to love to ski. And the movie tonight that we're going to be discussing, or I'm going to be discussing unless somebody jumps on board, is a 1993 film done by Walt Disney called Cool Runnings. Now, this is a story of a Jamaican bobsled team that wants to compete in the Olympics. I heard a little bit about this years ago, but I'd never seen the film. I had gone to visit my daughter and son-in-law and grandson, and my son-in-law is always watching films that I've never seen before. So he wanted to know if I wanted to see it. And I have to tell you, I thought, what could this possibly be about? It stars John Candy, and it has these four young men who were runners, sprinters, and they through a preliminary Olympic race had a mishap, and they were not able to even qualify to run in the Olympics for that particular event. So they found out there was a guy on the island that was good friends with one of the guy's father, who won the gold medal twice for the Olympics in the bobsled team. So this young man goes to John Candy, who played the former Olympic winner, who has changed a bit in the years that he won, and tries to talk him into starting a Jamaican bobsled team. Now, I laughed about this too, because it's ridiculous, thinking about how somebody in this tropical climate could actually, where they don't have any snow or ice, could actually go to Canada for these Olympic trials. But for some reason, they pull it all together, and the antics that these young men go through to learn how to bobsled with basically what is more like kind of like what my daughter used to compete in when they had those little go-karts, that had to go roll down a hill. But what I liked about the film was the heart of the film, because it's a story about people that go against all odds. They go against all odds to do something they have a dream and desire to do. And when I think about it, I think about how years ago, back in the spring of 2000, I started a book club. I was a mom with two small children. I was working full-time in my hair salon bookstore, Beauty in the Book, and I was a hairdresser. And starting a book club, a lot of people didn't take me very seriously, but I really do feel that if you have a passion for something and you really go for it and you work as hard as you can, something good can come from all of it. And it certainly has with my book club. Now, I know I don't have anybody here to discuss the film with, so I hope you watch it. It's on streaming services. I watched it on YouTube, and it's a film that left me with hope. Because in this world that we're all dealing with some pretty hard issues, today I learned that one of my dear author friends passed away, Robert Hicks, who was really instrumental in restoring the battlefield in Franklin, Tennessee. He was voted Tennessean of the Year. He wrote all these Civil War novels, and he came from a background where he was in the music industry in Nashville. And then he just one day decided he wanted to write. And he was a master storyteller. His father was a good friend of Walt Disney. And he had amazing stories that he would share with us at our annual book club conventions. And we lost him. And he'd been battling cancer, and I thought he had it licked. But life is so uncertain these days. And just as I was getting ready to come onto this show tonight, I learned that I lost another friend, this one from Jefferson, Texas, that I've known most of the time that I lived there. So I'm sad. I'm really sad about these losses. But what happens when you read books and then you watch books that are made into film? They give you hope, and they let you live out kind of a fantasy world of where people have written these scripts that write stories that engage you, entertain you, enlighten you, and they make you see that, you know, there are others that struggle in life. There are others that have passions as big as your dreams, and they go for it too, and they're inspiring. I also want to mention today that I saw that there was a new film out with Madhura Dixit, who is an iconic Indian actress from Bollywood. In fact, she starred in so many great films with Shah Rukh Khan, and my favorite's Devdas, because the cinematography, the costumes, the dancing was the most incredible thing. There's a house in it that I could die for that's all made of glass, stained glass. It's just a beautiful film. It's wonderful storytelling. And every time I watch it, I cry like a baby at the end. And she had this new film called The Fame Game, and it came out the 25th. So I started watching it yesterday, and I finished it today. And I honestly can tell you that it's the best series. And I've watched quite a few series this year. I've watched The Gilded Age and Reinventing Anna, which were great. But this film, because I love Bollywood films, I highly recommend it. Five Diamonds in the Pulpwood Queen Tiara. There's so many questions I want to ask about people after they see it. So message me and we'll talk. But it's a story about a family, and it's about secrets. It's about people who are ambitious and find fame in this world, and everybody wants to become rich and famous at some point in their life. But then when the bottom line comes all down to what is really important in life, it's your family and friends. It really is. It's not personal gain of power or riches. It's about the love of your family and friends. And that's what my book club is all about, is this community of readers and writers, and all our wonderful programs for reading of all ages, with my Mama Cat's book club, with our Cool Cat middle grade reader club, with our writers club where authors are mentoring to other authors. I have, you know, my book and film club tonight, and I'm really looking forward to our next week's show, which I'm going to be adding a bunch more. So check our calendar events at www.thepulpwoodqueens.com. And I just recently started the Pulpwood Queen Shah Rukh Khan fan and film club, because just about every night I watch a Bollywood film. I've watched all of Shah Rukh Khan. So if anybody goes, have you seen My Name is Khan, or have you seen Zero, or have you seen Devdas? I've seen them all, and many of them a lot. I've seen them over and over. Some of them just make me happy, and some of them make me cry, but all of them make me feel something. And I am always blessed with being entertained. I think Shah Rukh Khan is one of the best entertainers of the world. And I think Madhura Dixit is probably, actually all the people that co-star with him in his movies are wonderful actors and actresses. I have enjoyed all of them. So in this life, as we're still dealing with the pandemic and staying at home, won't you join us? Go to www.thepulpwoodqueens.com. Look at all the programming we've got on our calendar of events. We've got a lot. And we've also got our new International Pulpwood Queen newsletter that my webmaster Paul Roberson has championed. And we have Reading Nation magazine, which my executive director Mandy Haynes has created and comes out every month, which has stories about from our authors and our book club members and readers, and it's free. It's free to anyone that wants to join and read. The only thing we charge for now is the author membership, because we're doing a lot of things to help benefit authors by getting their books out there in a big way. And I'm starting a new program where I'm going to be, as all these books start pouring in, tomorrow I'm going to start doing little short films on reading excerpts from these books, because I feel like it takes so long to write a book. And then it even takes longer for those books to go into film. But I feel like people put their heart and soul in an envelope and mail them to me. The least I could do is share a little bit of their stories. So tomorrow I'm going to shoot a bunch of those for you, and we'll continue to do so throughout the year. If you want to know how you can submit a book for Pulpwood Queen Book Club consideration, just go to our author membership page. There's a form you fill out, which automatically gets you featured in our newsletter. And then it lists all the benefits, and it lists Mandy Haynes and my addresses of where you send the books. And we're looking for children's books too. I'm doing children's picture books, and my next story time, because I have it right here, is gonna be a tea party with Lisa. And this is her book, Little Orange Honey Hood, which is a picture book. I started out in the book selling business by being a children's bookseller that eventually became a book buyer and bookstore manager and event coordinator. And I did that for the formative years of my children's life until I became a book publisher's rep. And from there, I went on to open my own hair salon bookstore. I've been on every side of the table of in the world of books and authors and publishing. And it's my passion, as well as my art is my passion as far as what I do for my livelihood. So I know that the normal people that are here could not be here tonight. Robert Waltney's new book, The Cicada Tree, just debuted. He will be our featured author all this week on our Pulpwood Queen Presents blog and our Tuesday night book club. I wish Robert all the success in the world, because this book is 5 diamonds in the Pulpwood Queen tiara. That's my highest mark, and it is a fantastic read. We have Ruthie Haynes, who's normally here. She's a bit under the weather. She's our Chicago actress friend and been involved in theater and all types of aspects of film. We love her and hope she'll be back next week. So as we all get through the last bits of this winter, hang tight. If it's not going so well, wait for it, because something great will come from all of this. It always does. And in the meantime, we'll see you at the movies. Thank you for joining me. And I hope you watch Cool Runnings starring John Candy. It's a great film. It's a one for the whole family, and it should give you a lot of hope and inspiration on going after your dreams. That's what it's all about. We're big dreamers here at the International Pulpwood Queens and Timber Guys Book Club Reading Nation. And we want everybody to join the conversation. So thank you for joining me tonight. Have a wonderful Saturday night. Give your family members a big hug and watch a movie, share a book, read aloud. It's all about the story. Bye for now. Bye-bye.